if we can spot the difference.
Yeah, this week we're talking about Red Spot Irish whiskey. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt, I'm the whiskey nerd.
I'm Rose and I'm the whiskey noob.
And like we said, this week we're talking about Red Spot Irish whiskey. So let me get it into the glass and I'll tell you a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I'd actually really like that because there are a lot of spot whiskeys and they're all different colors and I don't really know why. Like, does the color match something or mean something? What's going on here?
Yes, it does. So originally the brand Michelin Sun, they would use spots of paint on a barrel of whiskey that they were aging themselves, and they would signify how old that whiskey was.
Oh.
With blue spot being 7 years, green spot being 10, yellow being 12, and red spot being 15. And you can see this little there on the top of the kind of cap. They have that little bit of there, like a kind of a history, bit of remembrance there.
Okay.
But it's not just about age. So they also use different casks nowadays to help differentiate between them. So different whiskeys will have different casks in them in the red spot. So I think the green spot is just bourbon and sherry.
Okay.
Whereas this here is bourbon barrels, Spanish sherry casks, and then marsala wine casks.
Oh, I'm excited now.
So it's going to be a lot of sweetness. It is also 15 years old and comes in at 46% ABV.
Oh my
so it's
God.
a very nice kind of drinking whiskey. It's at that 46% where it's not going to be too hot that you know it's going to burn you.
Okay.
But it's still a nice tasty whiskey.
Can you get it everywhere?
You can get this pretty much everywhere. Now prices do vary if you're in America. Sometimes like this should be cheaper. No, this should be more expensive than Blue Spot. But I have seen some shops in America where Blue Spot is more expensive than this because Blue Spot is newer, it's kind of rare, maybe a bit hard to find.
Okay.
So generally it should be around about the 120, 130 euro, about the same in dollars mark. So it's not very expensive as the kind of premium Irish whiskies go, but it's not also the cheapest whiskey on the market. This actually was given to me as a gift by my pal Doc from Old Fashioned Ways. I put a link to his channel up there and down below because he actually recently passed through Ireland. We went to a cocktail bar, we got a couple of whiskies, showed him just kind of a couple of different places in Ireland to get good whiskies. I also sent him home with a bunch of like samples of various different whiskies that you cannot get outside of Ireland, so he might be trying them out. And he was also very kind enough to then, as a little parting gift, give me a bottle of Red Spot because I had a bottle of Red Spot years ago before the channel, drank it all. It's one of those bottles I've been meaning to get again, but I keep getting something else beforehand, so it's great to have another bottle on my shelf.
So he sorted it for you.
He sorted it for me. It is a pot still whiskey, which is a style of whiskey unique to Ireland.
We all know this already.
You shouldn't need me to explain to you
Let's
what
get to the nose.
pot still whiskey is, so let's get to the nose on this.
It's a gorgeous color though.
Yeah, it is a very nice kind of rich, like 15 years, all those wine casks, it is going to have quite an influence. Yeah, now here's the green spot. Often you kind of say it's like that kind of green apple, bright, sharp note. The same kind of mash bill is used for making this whiskey as the green spot, but you do get that appley note still there. Kind of like a caramelized red apple. You can think of like a red apple that's been dipped in caramel. That's coming out of the glass for me.
Yeah, I get like cooked apple or...
Yeah. Like kind of maybe a baked apple, that kind of like the sweetness of an apple there with the caramel, the sugar, things coming through.
Yeah, it feels warm. Like maybe there are some spices. They're not like black pepper or anything like that, but maybe like those baking spices.
Yeah, a bit of cinnamon, a bit of nutmeg.
I mean, that would go well with the apple component.
Yeah, cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove definitely coming through here. Quite sweet, but like again, it's not like a creamy sweet, it's that caramel, butterscotch, that kind of...
Like even swirling in glass, it looks thick.
Yeah, I mean a pot still whiskey is going to be quite oily. Yeah. It's going to have that oiliness.
But oily in a nice way.
Yeah, so it's going to have quite long legs on it there, on the whiskey. You're just enjoying swirling it.
Yes.
Anything else on the nose?
I think, and maybe it's just because I had them recently, cherries, but not like good old ripe or like quite black cherries.
I could see that, like, yeah, dark cherries.
But not red cherries.
No, again, it's like that kind of darker vibe of a cherry coming through.
Oh yeah, because it's not a tart cherry at all.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's much deeper. Like the green spot does have that sharp kind of green apple note. This is much more kind of lower down, chilled out, baked spice, baked apple, and that darker cherry kind of note. Not really tart, just kind of nice and sweet still though. Is that a hint that you want to go in for the palate?
Yes!
It is. Okay, well then let's go in for the
I'm
palate.
hoping there's cherry in the palate.
Cheers.
Cheers. Sláinte.
You
am immediately getting pepper.
Pepper. Yes, like definitely.
Black pepper.
Yeah, on the nose, oh, definitely black pepper. The more I kind of take a breath. On the nose, I wasn't really getting a lot of pepperiness. It was leading up front with that kind of fruity sweetness. On the palate, like that cracked black, like really like freshly cracked black peppercorns, where you get that kind of not spiciness, but you get that kind of the bit of heat.
Yeah, my tongue is tingling.
Yeah, that kind of tingliness. That is kind of, I think, characteristic of the spot whiskies. You do get that kind of peppery note. Sometimes it's a white pepper. Sometimes it's like a Sichuan pepper. Here, definitely like a black pepper.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
No Sichuan here.
No. But like kind of that tingliness. Still sweet, still like...
Yeah.
I was getting a bit of the wine influence, so I'm going to go in for another sip, see if I can find more of that wine influence. Are you getting anything else?
Yeah, the pepper definitely was the first one that I got. It's just like there's like a general spiciness to it as well.
Yeah, there's like a spiciness there. Definitely, like, it's not a huge influence from I can't really pick up the wine specifically. Like, I'm getting a little bit of the sherry cask influence and the wine influence kind of mixed together. The sherry, it does sometimes give you like a bit of a nuttiness. Sometimes like a walnut, sometimes a hazelnut, sometimes like kind of that kind of almondy note sometimes you can get as well.
I get a hint of like, I do the sweetness on the second one.
Yeah.
Like the first sip, I got a lot of that spiciness and pepperiness. But then the second one, I started seeing some more of the sweetness. Like, I'm not sure if it's the cherry that's coming through a little bit, but there's some sort of sweetness coming through. Okay.
Do you want to go for another sip, or are you going to maybe leave for the finish and see what kind of lingers on, how that sweetness
I'm going to see how the finish is treating me.
Okay, well, let's go in for the finish then.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So. It lingers. Yeah. Not in a bad way. What's the percentage of this again?
46, but it is a pot still whiskey.
Yeah,
so it does have that kind of oiliness, so it will kind of hang around, it does kind of coat your tongue, coat your palate.
It's very friendly.
Yeah, I mean...
it's nice.
Spot whiskies are consistently going to be good whiskies, like with Redbreast.
Yeah.
They're going to be great kind of examples of good Irish whiskies, and this is definitely like that kind of more premium version of the green spot, the yellow spot, the blue spot. It gives you more of that kind of nice, easy to enjoy.
Yeah.
But a bit more refined, I think. Yeah,
because it's not like, there's a lot of heat or, it's soft. It's just kind of like, it hangs out there and it's just quite pleasant.
Like, as I breathe, I'm getting maybe a bit more of that apple towards the end. Like a little bit of the black pepper, a little bit of the apple. The kind of caramel butterscotch has, for me, come up again, but still a bit of that oakiness.
Yeah, I get some of the spices, but in a very nice way.
Yeah, that oak is kind of like, for me, it kind of faded off quickly, but then it hung around, and as the other flavors fade off, the kind of oak, it doesn't come back up, but just everything else fades off, and you get that kind of lingering kind of oaky spiciness.
Yeah, I think that's probably a better way of describing what I've got to.
Well, you are a whiskey noob after all. So I think that might be all there's to say about Red Spot. If you've got a favourite spot whiskey, let us know down below.
Yeah.
We've reviewed, I think, Green Spot, we've reviewed Gold Spot, I reviewed Blue Spot, we've reviewed a lot of the spot whiskies. They're all very good. We might do a ranking video at some point in the future where we take all the spots, maybe try them blind, maybe...
and see if we can spot the difference.
She might have figured out the title of that video just there, Spot the Difference. If you have a favourite spot whiskey, let us know down below. We put out whiskey reviews every Wednesday. We put out cocktail recipes featuring whiskey every Friday. So if you want to see those, make sure you scroll down, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Sláinte.
Bye bye.